welcome to Bickering Book Reviews. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Becky.
And today we're talking about a self-published author again. So, woohoo!
Self-published spotlight.
Yeah! So we were contacted by Natasha Sapienza.
We're hoping.
Hello. And we reviewed her book, Prodigy Prince. So it's this high fantasy book that is set in another world. It does have kind of some elements of kind of Christian themes, and basically it's about Prince Noel, who he is sent away to a military school, kind of like a military academy, where he's supposed to learn kind of how to protect himself because there are evil forces at work, and his father has sent him away to kind of develop himself and to grow into his destiny. He's looking for just different elements that will help him combat the evil forces that are lurking. So, and along the way, he gathers together six different sentinels, and they're to help him kind of complete his mission.
So, did we see the name of the book?
Yeah, Prodigy Prince.
Prodigy Prince. I couldn't remember. Okay. So I was impressed by her writing because she's completely self-published. It doesn't mention an editor, so I think she did it all herself, and she definitely can write.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, like there are people who get published like through a publisher that it's not this well put together. I have a problem with high fantasy books because I was super confused because like you get dropped into the middle, and this is a high fantasy book thing. This is what they do. They drop you in the middle of the story, and there's like all this world stuff going on. And if you don't build the world just right, like Warcross was wonderfully well built, and like I got it right away. But other books, when they're not built right, I get super confused, and I was super confused.
So I was a little bit confused. I do read more fantasy than you do. This was high fantasy. I think for me it was harder. Like when you talk about Warcross kind of uses elements from our own world to kind of build up that world around. But I think she was trying to do something unique in this story in that her world was very different from ours. Like, you're talking about people who have different, like, completely different skin tones, different eye colors. You've got completely different animals. Like, the actual landscape is very different. And, I mean, even just the way society functions is very different in this book. So it was very unique, and she took on a very difficult task, I think. Like, she really did push herself on that. Which
is why it's impressive for a self-pub. Like I was confused. I also like the fact, and I'm assuming this was intentional, but it did definitely feel like it had a slight Christian slant. And, you know, sometimes we do get people, not where you work, but where I work, that come in and say, my ninth grader wants to read a fantasy book. We really want something that does have that Christian slant. And the only other person I can think that does it is Bree Despin, who wrote those werewolf books that I can't remember right now.
See, whereas I give them like Golden Compass, Language in the Wardrobe. But no, this was unique. And also because it felt like there was a lot of action. Like, it really went...
There was a lot of
action to scene to action, which you don't see a lot of.
Right.
I think in high fantasy with those different elements. Plus, she never specifically comes out and says anything about, you know, Christianity or religion because the world is completely different.
Yeah, that's true.
So, you know,
I think there's definitely readers for this book.
Oh, I completely agree.
And honestly, I think that if there was an editor and an actual publisher behind it, it would probably be very successful.
I can agree with that. Yeah. Yeah. She did a really kind of, she created something that's really kind of unique and well done.
I'm impressed.
So, all right, I think that's where we're at. So,
and
thank you.
Yes, thank you for sending it to us. And
all right, thanks. Have a great one.
Bye.
Bye.